I was trying to give like an image.
Oh.
So it'll look like yeah. Yoy. That's what it'll look like. Yoy. What is UOY? What would that be?
UOY?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
This is So I'm Watching You, Season 4, Episode 1.
Joe takes a holiday.
So I love this show. I am in. I'm very intrigued. I was at a place where I was getting worried that the show was getting redundant. I don't know how much longer I think it can go. I guess it's kind of Dexter-like. I guess it depends.
It's kind of Dexter-like. Dexter really faded there at the end. Oh, Ted Chiang wrote Arrival. The writer they were talking about in the classroom at the beginning.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know who that is, like, as an author. He wrote Arrival.
It was a great movie.
It was an excellent movie.
It was very front-loaded, the episode, because there was a whole bunch of exposition and reestablishing that we had to do. And Joe's, like, usual, like, when he thinks he's on top of shit, it's so boring and insufferable. Because he's just the worst. Well, I love him, but he's terrible.
So, okay, I've binged the first 3 seasons again this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I watched from the beginning again this week. And I did sort of forget that, like, every time he, like, starts over, he's like, I'm not gonna do it again. And then he's, like, immediately does it again. And so it's, like...
Immediately neck deep in it.
Immediately. And so it's really funny. And I'm with you about the, like, how long can we sustain this kind of thing? I like, certainly don't want to say indefinitely. I think probably we could get 2 more seasons out of it, but, like, I honestly think this could be, like, a 5-er. Like, do 5 and then, like, at some point he has to be the one who is killed, right? Like,
oh, absolutely. There's no other way it can end.
Yeah.
But no, it picks up not right where we left off. Down the road, he has seemingly properly killed Love, and he followed Marianne to Paris and found her in London, and she wasn't receptive to their reunion.
Because Love had basically told her, like, he killed your ex-husband, he's also killed multiple other people, you need to leave because he's going to, and Love was planning to kill him as well. She, like, poisoned him with aconite, but he was very Machiavellian. I had forgotten that he was like, I've been building up an immunity to iocane poison. And it's like, because he was like, well, I took the adrenaline that Carrie left in the house, and what did you think I wouldn't research what you were planting in the garden? And I was like, okay, whatever. So he made it out, and he also then, like, dosed her with, like, too much aconite. So I think she's actual dead.
Sure.
Well, it was also, like, there weren't enough remains to find Joe, but I think her entire body was in the fire.
Sure.
I don't think Victoria Pedretti is coming back.
I don't either. So I really enjoyed his scene with Marianne. I fucking love Tati Gabrielle.
She's great.
She's so good.
Yeah.
And she has just the perfect balance for this sort of heightened melodrama.
Yeah.
I loved their confrontation, in which she was like, you have now, by my count, killed 2 people.
Yeah.
That's more than I would prefer in a partner.
That's more than I'm comfortable with.
And he was like, well, I'm not a murderer. And in which case she said, prove it. And he's like, I will. Hilarious. I don't know why that's just so, like, I'm going to prove that I'm not a murderer by not murdering you. 10 out of 10. Yeah. It's just chef's kiss.
It is very, like, that your logic is not like our Earth logic.
It's some galaxy brain. So, and then the gag seems to be that Love's father hired a hitman to come after him, but the hitman was feeling whimsical.
He's tired. And he stole his...
I love it.
And he just stole his terrible room temperature London beer.
And so
I apologize for any UK listeners. I do not like my beer warm, and I know that's a cultural thing.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't have to be ice cold, but
No, ice cold.
We also like our water cold, which is also apparently.
Oh yeah, ice is like not existent. It's such an American thing, ice drinks.
But no, so I love that this like bounty hunter, I guess, assassin,
fixer,
yeah,
mercenary, whatever,
offers him a deal where he's basically like, I won't kill you so long as you kill Marianne because she knows you're alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but I was also kind of that. I was like, meh.
She's also like straight up terrified. It's not like she's going to be seeking him out or anything.
Who is she talking to about this?
It's like, also, not for nothing, but like part of the reason she wasn't going to get custody of her daughter is because she used to be a junkie. Like, there's lots of ways we could play this.
So he went after her and stole her necklace and used that as proof that, which, I mean, foolproof plans all around.
But you already said it, but 10 out of 10, no notes.
That and 1,000. Because this fixer already had, I'll go ahead and say, 2 up on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I find it funny. Also, I mean, just the fact that Love's dad knows
something.
Yeah, like knows that he's alive to hire a hitman. Methinks we're not done with that.
Well, Saffron Burrows is still out there somewhere as well.
Is she?
Yeah. She
burned the vineyard down.
Well, he was taking the vineyard from her, so I think she burned it.
And then she stole the kid.
Well, she didn't steal him, but she took him on like a joyride and was like holding him in her lap at like
Dunkin' Donuts or In-N-Out Burger.
It wasn't In-N-Out. It was because she kept on saying she was getting gordadas. So I think it was like a taco place. She gave the woman $300 for a lighter. It was hysterical. Saffron Burrows.
The gumption that the characters in this show have.
Yeah.
Which does bring us, so now he was also, because this fixer then provided him with an entirely new identity and startup kit? Again, no notes. And like, so who do
I have to kill to get that going?
In order for someone, I don't know.
For someone named Elliot to come at me and be like, here's everything you need for a new life in London.
Was so funny to me, because I'm imagining, because he's also doing this seemingly rogue.
Yeah.
So of his own volition, he made sure to set up Joe nice and good.
Yeah.
So he's got a job as a professor at some
London college, yeah.
And it's just going well. And he has a neighbor, Kate, is that her name?
Well, yes. I believe the apartment belongs to Kate, but Malcolm is the one that set him up with the apartment.
So Kate is abroad. I love her. I would do
a proper English broad.
I would do anything for her. Yeah. That was so funny. Malcolm was her obnoxious boyfriend, and everybody's rich and coming from privilege. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
I mean, would that were me? I would if I was.
Would that this desk were a time desk?
Malcolm was too much in every way.
Oh my God.
And
so classist.
Well, yeah, but he basically kidnapped Joe and brought him to some like posh club where
kind of like a Soho House type of place
to like 37 people.
Okay, we've got Lady Phoebe. We've got
so she's the one that's Kate Middleton's friend,
and she's Kate's friend also.
Oh, so just Kate then.
But I think somebody did say Kate Middleton. Both Middletons.
Okay, no. I think, she's Kate's friend. Okay, Lady Phoebe.
So Lady Phoebe, we've got Adam, played by Lucas Gage. We've got...
He's American, so he's Phoebe's American boyfriend.
Yeah, we've got twins, Sophie and Simon Sue.
I like Sophie.
Yeah, we've got Roald.
Simon just seems like a pill.
He does seem like a big pill. We've got Roald, who we haven't really met yet.
Roald slept with... he was as hot as his eyes are teeth.
In the Sandman? Okay, yeah, Corinthian.
Roald slept with a Corinthian and narrowly escaped with his life.
And so then we've also got Blessing, who is a literal Nigerian princess, and Gemma.
She was amazing.
And then Rhys is on
Gemma
the fringes.
Was the
really racist one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like Gemma was the fun one, but now I can't in good conscience say she was the fun one.
I mean, she seemed like she might be fun at parties if you're not black.
Fun in like a
strap in.
And Rhys is the author.
Yeah, Rhys Montrose.
Who went through it.
Well, he grew up very poor, and then he wrote he went to prison and everything, but he's like a duke's son, who I believe is played by Sean Pertwee.
But he found that out later because he grew up poor.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, or either that or the duke kept him under his wing or something somehow. Yeah, I don't think he's.
They found him in a dungeon in a mask.
It's fine. It works. And he is played by Ed Speleers, who was on Outlander and is so hot when he's clean.
Well,
he doesn't have that Viggo Mortensen thing where he looks better dirty.
We with this show stay frothing at the mouth, among other places, to get Joe in the gays.
Dude, kiss more boys.
And they kind of did a little bit.
Well, they were he was gonna have a foursome.
Carrie was all for it.
Carrie and Sherry,
King and Queen, and they made it out. They made it out. Carrie and Sherry,
and they used the cage for like a TED talk.
Because you think they're the worst, but then you find out that they're functioning on a higher level than everyone else, and they're actually the greatest.
Yeah, it ended up being fantastic.
Not quite as good as 40.
No, well, I think they're better than 40 because they get more time than 40. Yeah.
But I can't remember if anything actually happened. I remember Carrie made him look at his cock.
They hugged a lot in that hunting episode.
Didn't they kiss? I thought they kissed.
I don't remember. I was not laser focused on it.
Regardless, I think there's only so many places. I don't know. Joe does seem like pathologically heterosexual.
That's what violently straight.
Clinically.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I feel like literally just the one more degree on the Kinsey scale would, honest to God, keep him from being a murderer. Something about it. I just think he's a 0 on the Kinsey scale. And I
think you've cracked the code.
Yeah, there's just
serial killers are gays that aren't gay. So they have to put that energy somewhere.
They're hardcore misogynists. So it's
it's like, if I could, I would just be gay, but it's not in the cards, so I have to. It's very Eddie Izzard.
I have to murder instead.
I can't get the trees. Damn, I will kill everybody in the world. But no, the throbbing of my erection in the scene with Rhys and Joe when they were, and to be honest, theirs too.
Sure, of course.
Where they were bonding over their shared trauma.
Of terrible childhoods.
Rhys was edging at it at the notion that someone might be more damaged than him.
Someone might understand him on a molecular level. And apparently he's running for mayor of London.
Of course. It's got my vote.
Me too.
Remember 5 or 10 years ago when that would be absurd? That plot point? No, absolutely. Oh yeah, and so Joe drank a bunch. He was absolutely drugged. I mean, I know absinthe is a hell of a...
Well, yeah, but Malcolm was bringing him drinks. And so and then he handed him a pack of pills and he was hydrate.
No, it was, I thought it was cocaine. I thought it was powder.
I thought it was pills. Regardless.
He handed him drugs.
He puts them in his drink first, for sure.
Well, because I actually wondered, because Joe just threw it in a tree. Yeah. And so I was like, well, that's going to come back into play later.
Oh, I mean, not yet, but maybe at some point.
So anyways, he was in and out throughout the evening, but participated in many conversations.
None of which he remembers fully. He doesn't even know if he's the one that made Phoebe cry.
I mean, I probably, but also I think that's a shared. I think everyone makes Phoebe cry.
She's also, it's just that time of night at the 8th grade dance. Someone's got to cry.
Wait, Blessing's the princess.
Yeah.
So we have Phoebe on Wolf Watch, and it was too much of a good thing for me.
Wolfpack.
Sure.
I keep doing that as well.
So Malcolm helped him home, and then Joe woke up to a dead Malcolm
on his dining room table,
stabbed. I mean, the second it happened, Joe was like trying to figure out how he did it. And I was like, he didn't do it. Like not clearly.
No, there's just no way.
In season 4, no, he's absolutely being framed by someone.
And I love that we're doing this in the first episode, because in season 2, it was like very late in the season where he thought he had killed Delilah, and it definitely wasn't him. And I like that we're like getting that in episode 1, because it's like, when is he going to find out? How's he going to find? But then they're also texting him on like a weird, like disappearing text
Snapchat type
thing. Yeah. If we know one thing about Snapchat, is that those messages don't disappear.
Well, hold on a second.
So
someone set him up and was then impressed with how he handled it.
Yeah.
Because he went, I don't know, he too cavalier. Yeah, that's beside the point.
In what way?
Taking the body to just like some random like shop in London where you don't know anything, and disassembling it, mazel.
Yeah.
Gone too soon, I suppose.
Well, he's also hot. Stephen Hagen.
Yeah, it was upsetting.
He's like got a really good face.
And just the Prince Albert reveal, it was very character informing in a way that we had more time with this character.
He's like noble-ish.
I don't know.
He cannot be the only man in this group running around with a dick piercing. No way.
He also rescued Kate from being mugged and was super chill about it and pinged many of her.
Well, I love that when she was like, by the way, we're like even, I didn't tell the cops anything about you, just that someone helped me, and his work papers seemed like they were in perfect order. I like Kate a lot.
Dude, you mentioned Nadia. She's one of his students. That's
Nadia
impressed with him.
Yeah, Nadia and Edward. I think they were banging and then they broke up based on the way that they were fighting.
Nadia and Edward?
Yeah.
Well, he was like, they're gonna be married.
Yeah.
I think that's it. And anything that we didn't hit will probably, either it wasn't important or we'll get to it in the next episode.
Lots of fun so far already.
It took a minute to get in, but boy howdy, once we were in.
Yeah.
So the episode ended with him going to dinner, because they go to dinner, if we know one thing.
They all be going to dinner.
With all these people, and everyone's a suspect.
For texting him. Yeah. And potentially murdering Malcolm.
I'm going with twin.
One of the twins?
No.
Malcolm has a twin?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he killed
his own twin? That's a reach. She's reaching, Your Honor.
Okay, we're just gonna watch the next episode. So hopefully you enjoyed, and if you want to watch us look at the screen for 30 minutes
40-ish
and then start laughing at the jokes that started to tumble forth, you can head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/soimwatching and join our $3 watchers tier.
Yay!
And you can watch this and other things like Wolfpack and Drag Race and Teen Wolf. And yeah.
Woohoo!
So,
bye.